Hi everyone, welcome to Lunch with Laura. I am Laura Lee Collet, independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I'm going to show you some things that we're very excited about. But first I have to give a shout out to the ladies basketball team at LSU. I have on all my jewelry that I wear when we're getting ready for a game, and LSU women are ranked number 3, and they're going to be playing, let me see who it is, number 1, who is Virginia Tech, tomorrow at 6 p.m. So go Tigers. We're real excited about this. It's the first time we have been in the Final Four since 2008. Okay, now let's get into some really exciting things. Yesterday, we came out with the brand new colors. I guess I ought to get this centered here. And the retired list of products. We are having a color refresh, which means they are retiring certain colors, which I have here, and replacing them, some with brand new, never seen before colors, and others with in colors that have been retired in the past and are now being brought back as core colors. So, some that I'm very sad about. One, we've got mint macaroon, so saffron, blushing bride, rich razzleberry, Sahara sand, pear pizzazz, mango melody, Bermuda Bay, Pacific Point, and soft suede, along with Mary Merlot. The ones I'm really sad to see leaving are the mint macaron, the blushing bride, Mary Merlot, pear pizzazz, and soft suede. That was my go-to brown. But they have brought in several neutral colors that are going to be awesome. And wanted to remind you that along with these 11, we have 4 of the 5 2021 to 23 in colors that are retiring. Polished pink, evening evergreen, boohoo, pale papaya, and soft succulent. And these 2 greens are my absolute favorites. So I am very tearful about these, but I'll get over it because, like I said, they're bringing back awesome stuff. Now, they're 5 in colors. So if you are a fan of Fresh Frenzia, I never say that right, Fresh Freesia, which is an in color, has now been moved into the core colors. So, I'm going to take these away and show you something else. Whenever we have a color refresh like we're having now, remember that includes not only the ink pads, but the re-inkers, the cardstock, ribbon, anything DSP, anything that is has those colors in it. So you may go online today and buy these, anything that you love and don't want to miss out on. And then on, I believe it's April the 4th, pardon me, there will be a sale starting, and it's up to 60% off, and this can include stamp sets, dies, tools, anything that you might use on a regular basis. So check it out. I'll have all the information at my website, stampingatthebirdnest.com. If you have any questions, you can email me at laura@stampingatthebirdnest.com. Now, I borrowed this card from Rachel Woodland. She gave me the idea, and I changed it up a little bit. So I wanted to tell you what all I used here. And some of the things that I used are retiring. So let's take a look at my card. Oops. And now, okay. In this card, I used, and you can see I've used up almost all of it, the dry brushed metallic 12 by 12 paper. It came with 4 sheets, 2 in each design that were, here's a larger piece that you can see how it's brushed, and it was rose gold and petal pink with gold, soft succulent with gold, and some other colors that I thought would look great with this paper. I didn't just use what was down here in the specifics about the paper, which I normally do, or a lot of times I do. But today I'm going to show you what I did. I used, and I went through a lot of my paper to see what I thought would offset this the best. This is Sweet Sorbet. And as you can see, there's the color, and it falls in line with Poppy Parade, but it's got a little pink, more pink to it. And then the Cajun Craze, which was one of the colors mentioned, I felt was too dark. So that's why I picked this one. And I used gold accents. I went through my dies, and the first thing I did, and this is one of the dies that's retiring, and I love it. It's double stitched rectangles and circles, and you can see what you could do. Well, I don't have the right one there, but anyway, oh, here's one. Okay, so you could use that, the negative, or the positive, which is what I used. And I've already cut these out. Then I went and looked at some of my other dies, and some of these are retired. So use what you have, or the artistic one is still going to be in the catalog. It is not retiring. So that's what I used for the gold floral piece right here. Then I used designer tags and cut out this little piece right here. Used Versamark, and then used gold embossing powder and heat set that, and it says just a note. So isn't that a pretty simple but elegant card? Now I'm going to create one using the blue that I picked out. The blue is Tahitian Tide, cut at 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. That's the finished size. And what I did was I've already pre-cut everything so that we would move a little faster. And since I did a couple different ones, I went ahead and pulled the rectangles that were all the same size. You can see that on this card, I used the skinny one and set it up just like it is here on the magnet sheet. So I'm going to go ahead and put these down, and I'm going to just line them up straight. And the way I figured this out is start at the bottom or the top. And first you do need to figure out where you think these are going to go. So rather than start in the middle, I find it's easier to do the two outside ones, top and bottom first. Hey, Bo.
Yeah.
Ziggy's wanting in. That's my little fur baby. Okay, so I'm going to leave about a ½ inch here and probably an inch to 3/4 of an inch there. And I'm going to do the same thing on the, there we go, on the top one. So I'm eyeballing it so that it looks just about the same. And then I'm going to put this one in the middle. Sometimes it's easier to offset them because then it won't matter if you are off a little bit. The dies that I used that I'm going to put here were from the Organic Beauty, and I have gone ahead and pre-cut these just so it was a little bit faster. And I have one more somewhere around here. Let me see if I see it. And if I don't, we'll use 2 instead of 3. Okay, it's buried under here somewhere. I'll tell you, I'm running behind today. I was so excited last night over all of the things that are retiring and coming out new that I couldn't sleep. It was, I don't know, I got about 5 hours of sleep, which is not good for me. So I am going to use the mini dimensionals on this one since there is space. And look what I discovered. If you take your pick tool, it works great when you're trying to get these little dimensionals off. Okay, so that one's gonna maybe go there, and the other one I am going to use, since there isn't enough surface there and the dimensionals would show, I'm just going to use a few little dabs of our liquid glue. And you have to be careful because you don't want it to be like the kindergartners where they put too much glue and then it squishes out. So I'm going to put this one here. And then this one's going to be popped up on top. And it'll also help hold it down if the need arises. Oops. So I'm going to put that one right here. And then I've already cut this tag out. I'm going to put it here, and I may use a piece of, now this is going to be, this is still in the catalog right now. I'm not sure whether it's retiring or not. Sometimes even though the colors are in colors and they're staying, they'll retire certain items. So I picked out a small stamp from the Go-To Greeting stamp set, and one that would fit here that I can use embossing powder on. And I think we'll do thank you this time. The first time I used just a note. So let's see. And I think that will work well. Here is my Versamark pad. Don't worry that it is not clean and everything. It's gotten dirty over the years that I've had it, and it still just works like a charm. So I'm going to put this right here. Oops, it's a little crooked, but we're just going to pretend it's straight on. Then I'm going to get my embossing tray. Move this out of the way. And I'm going to sprinkle my gold embossing powder over it. Okay, and if you get a little extra that you don't want embossed, this tray comes with a brush, and you can sweep away carefully what you don't want to be embossed. Okay, now I'm going to use my tweezers because the heat gun, when you go to heat set it, gets hot. But I always love embossing because it is like magic. I'm going to hold it up and see if you can see it. And it starts turning. Can you see that it's, the embossing powder is melting? And now you've got thank you. Now I'm going to take a little piece of ribbon, and I'm going to see how this looks. I'm going to put it through the little hole that's here. And I'm going to tie a bow. Now some people don't like baker's twine because it's so thin, and I'm sure there's some of you out there that don't like this metallic ribbon because it's thin too. But it really adds a lot to your card. So there we go. I'm going to snip the ends, and I'm going to put some dimensionals. This would handle the larger dimensionals, but since I have the little ones here, the minis, I'm just going to use a couple of them. Oops. It pulled off the paper that covered it, but didn't pick up the little sticky thing. Okay, now I'm going to put it right down here so that it covers the bottom of the stems. And I'm going to make this a little bit smaller and pull it tight. So now you have another elegant card, a thank you card. You can turn this around. Or another idea is you can make bunny ears by making 2 loops, going through and pulling both ends. Then you can pull on each unlooped end to get the size that you're looking for. And sometimes you have to pull it and work with it a little bit more to get it the size you want. But that's another way that if you don't have a tag that has a hole in it, you can add that to it. So, okay, that is today's card. I hope you enjoyed it. And before I forget, later today I'm going to be posting on my website, Stampin' at the Bird Nest, the Last Chance products. Now this is from the January-April mini catalog, this one. And there's a front and back page. So when I figure out how to get that for y'all to look at, I'll post that. Then from the annual catalog, we've got 2, 4, 5 pages. So, like I said, this is bigger because of the color change, the color refresh, and the 4 end colors that are retiring. So, on April the 4th, a lot of these are going to be marked down. Some of the items on here, which includes tools, paper, stamps, and dies, punches also. Some of them will be up to 60% off. Now, that being said, that sale does not start until the 4th, and it's only while supplies last. So I urge you, if there's something you are dying for that you have had on your list and have not selected, this is a good time to purchase, because by April 4th and the days after, it may or may not be there. Okay? So, take a look at the list, and I will try to keep you informed with what else is going on. The brand new catalog for 2023-24 will be out to customers the first part of May. Now, any demonstrators can order in April, and there are only a few things that we'll be able to order, but I'm so looking forward to that. This is always an exciting time of year. One thing that I know is the mini stamp and emboss machine that was offered during celebration in boho blue. That's one of our new colors. It is now available for your purchase. So if you don't want to get a white one and you like that boho blue, it'll be on sale too. All right, I think that's everything I have to tell you today. Take care. Go Tigers tomorrow night. Any of you basketball fans, I hope you'll watch and cheer for our girls. And until I see you next week, take care. Have a good weekend. Love you. Mwah. Come back and see me. Bye.